guys, it's Penny Rocker here. This year, I'm going to be helping Miss Burlingame here in the art room, so I might be showing up here a couple times this year to help you out with some things you might have questions about. And if there's something I don't love more than rocking and rolling, it's art class. So I thought maybe it'd be real cool if we had a little tour of the art room, maybe help you guys figure out where things are, what to do when you get here. What do you say? Are you with me? Okay, so you just got here into the art room. You're looking around. There's tables there. There's a weird tape on the floor. You already don't know what to do. Well, here's where to start. If you're in kindergarten, first or second grade, come on in and have a seat right here in these rows of tape. There's 3 sections. Fill it up and move on back. Easy as that. Then Mrs. Burlingame will have you sit at a certain table once she assigns you guys. So now you're sitting, crisscross applesauce, all nice and cozy in your little rows here. This might be a place where Miss Burlingame tell you what to do for the day, give you some directions, help you learn about art and God right here together as a class. Going on around the room, you see here there's a real fancy looking cart. Sometimes there might be a special note on the whiteboard here, so make sure to pay attention when you come in and have a seat. Next section of the room, you see a map here. We'll be learning about art from all over around the world, and here's where we'll be taking pictures and leaving them here on the map. This part of the wall looks kind of bare, don't it? Well, don't worry. As soon as you make some fancy art, we'll be hanging it here. Next, we've got the drying rack. Don't know what a drying rack is? Well, I'll tell you, it ain't for playing music. It's where you leave your wet paintings, people. See that sign there? Wet paint. Right there. Also, if you don't know what to do when you're done with your project, check out this right here. Check 5. Easy, simple directions to help you know what to do next. Next part of the room, we've got these big gray metal shelves. These are great for storing clay projects. Keep going around. Here, you'll find a bunch of storage, paint supplies. You don't really need to get in there, but just so you know, that's where we keep the paint. Next up here, all these shelves. See all them shelves? Yeah, there's a lot. That's where you guys are going to be storing your art projects as you're working on them throughout the school year. Moving on to the next corner here. Now this is Miss Burlingame's desk, and you don't want to be over there. She's got a lot of cool stuff and important notes and computers and stuff, and you don't want to be messing with anything over there in her corner. But moving on, here's the smart board. Miss Burlingame has all kinds of cool videos, presentations, and ideas she'll post for you guys up here on the board. Maybe even let you guys play a few games here. On the table below, we've got the cutting board. That's for teachers only. Don't even think about it. Next up, an area where Miss Burlingame keeps some checklists and rules. This is a real great area to keep you reminded of what you're supposed to do in art class. Maybe you don't know what to do when it's cleanup time. Here's some simple directions for you that Miss Burlingame will go over soon enough with you. Also, every art room's got to have some rules. We got 3 easy ones here in art. Miss Burlingame's going to go over them with you too. Also, you get 3 strikes in art class. You don't follow them rules, you break 3 times, it ain't looking pretty for you. You're going to end up with one of them dirty paintbrush notes. Moving on, over here, hey Superman, the sink. Now, this is where we'll be washing paintbrushes and our fingers and this one little sink. So it's best if you just make sure you ask before you get up to use it, or if Miss Burlingame dismisses your table, go for it. Otherwise, best just stay away. Here in all these cabinets, it's just lots of things we store art supplies in. No need to get into them, but just so you know, that's what's hiding in there. Moving right along, we've got the pencil sharpener area. Now, Miss Burlingham's got a cool, real neat system for sharpening your pencils here, so there won't be too many times when you'll need to be using that. But just so you know, that's where it is. Moving right along here now, what do we have here? Looks like some kind of fancy job system. Well, that's right, boys and girls. Every single table in here has a table number color and table number group, and you have a job to do every time you come into art class. So if you're at the violet table, guess what you're doing today? You're going to be helping pass out supplies. Maybe you're at the mint table. That means you're going to be helping clean up. You're a neat freak. The blue table? Noise monitor. That means you help Miss Burlingame make sure it doesn't get too loud in here and make sure everybody's on task. You also get to do a fun thing with this little board over here with the emojis. So noise monitors, that's you. If you're at the pink table, you get to help Miss Burlingame make sure everybody knows what to do. It's kind of like being a mini little teacher. Also in these cabinets behind our jobs, we keep lots more art supplies in there. Again, no reason really to get in there unless Miss Burlingame asked you to. But just so you know what's in there, we ain't hiding nothing scary. Just paint and markers and stuff. Up top, more paper and supplies. Here, you'll see we've got this real fun emoji board. Miss Burlingame gives you guys fun little points if you're doing good in art class or if you're not doing so good in art class. And each one of your classes is listed right there. So when you get good points over here, you get check marks over here, which is real cool because that means you might get to have a party. And you know I'm coming for a party, so I want you guys earning them points so I can come to your party. Over here, we've got more areas to store supplies. Do you see how these baskets all match the table jobs you have here? And looky here. Purple table, purple basket. So when you come to art class, and let's say your job is a material master, you might be one of the people that needs to come pick up the basket for your table with all your supplies in it. Here's where we'll store all that stuff here in this shelf. Now, remember I was telling you about pencils? Miss Burlingame's got this cool little system here. It says sharpened. Well, it's empty right now, but school starts. You guys will have some nice fancy sharpened pencils in there ready to go for you. If it breaks or it's not working, you just put it in here. Miss Burlingame or a class helper will sharpen it later. If you ever find an art supply on the floor and you don't know where it goes, you can stick it right here in the lost supplies box. That's right there on top of the sharpened pencils. There's also coloring pages in here. If you get done with class early or your project, you might get to color one of these nifty pages. Here on this bulletin board, this is a real important one. This is our question for the year. Can art help us learn about God? Well, I don't know. I'm not so sure about that one, but we're going to figure it out together. And here's Bible verse Miss Burlingame picked out for the school year. It looks like a real good one and can't wait to hear you guys talk about that. And a couple more things here. If you're not sure what we're doing today in art class, you can always check the Today in Art Class I Can board. It'll have listed out what you can accomplish today in art class. Art class creed. Everybody's going to get the chance to put their fingerprints on here. Most important things to do in the art room: love God, serve others, make art. That's some good rules right there. Also, if you have time to get done with the project early, you might get a chance to check out one of these fancy art books over here. Maybe learn how to draw. And a couple more final things here. If you have to, sneak out, use the ladies' room or the little boys' room, well, all you gotta do is take this here marker, write your name there, depending on if you're a girl or a boy, and head yourself to the bathroom. One at a time, please. Then, when you get back, you just erase your name, put the marker back, and someone else can go. Over here, this is a real fun game we played last year called Smartest Artist. Boys won last year. I'm hoping those girls pull through this year. We'll keep track of points of people who can answer questions about art throughout the school year. If the boys win, they get some kind of prize. If the girls win, they get a prize. It's a real fun game, so make sure you pay attention in art class so you can win yourself some points. Well, we're back to the beginning again. Here's our sitting area. Here we are, back on the floor again. And there's one more thing I need to tell you guys about. I mentioned it a little bit before, but here's the room itself. You see there? Yep, you're looking around right now. But there's also these table covers. So this here's the violet table. This here's the mint table. This here's the blue table. And then this here is the pink table. This Burlingame is going to be assigning you guys tables so you'll know where to sit when you come into class. And then that will help you figure out your art jobs. Don't worry, I know it's a lot of information, but you'll get there, you'll learn it. Miss Burlingame's real nice, she'll help you guys. Well, that's it for the room tour. That's it for me, Penny Rocker. Hope you guys enjoyed the art room tour. Hope you paid attention too, because I think there's going to be some special questions that might get you guys some points towards your class party. Have a great year, and I'll be back to rock with you in art class real soon. Woo! Yeah!